Hello world, I'm LJ and this is LJ Goes Sweden. Yeah, I'm not in Sweden today. I am actually in Germany. I have made a decision to fly back. You can see we don't have any snow. Well, unfortunately that is very typical for Germany, especially over Christmas in my location where my family is living. So yeah, today I want to talk with you about my plane flight to Munich and also something else like regarding a job interview at Northvolt. However, first of all, the flight. I really have to say that this was the most annoying flight, the most chaotic flight. That's maybe like a good word. The flight itself was not like very bad, like the plane just flew and we did not have any trouble. However, there were a lot of people on this flight that made that flight very annoying, and also how do you say it, some people just made stupid decisions that made our flight, which is only 2 hours long, delay for 50 minutes. So it all started at the gate. It was supposed to open, or the gate was supposed to open at 2:40, and like as I said in the video yesterday, there were already so many people standing around that, and then like, I don't know, 10 minutes later, so at 2:50 I just decided, okay, I will also now just wait there. Yeah, and then I don't know, like already 20 minutes later they actually opened the gate. However, and that is like the first thing that was weird, like the people there working said like, okay, we will now start with boarding with group PRE. Never heard about a group PRE. I know the group 1 till 5 thing, so I'm totally, I know how it works. But PRE, nobody really seemed to understand that, and I think like 3 people went in there to board. So okay, and then it suddenly just started, like people just were entering the basically like the area to enter the plane, and I also thought like, okay, well then now everybody else is entering. And then like after already 10 people went through, he said, okay, now group 1 and 2, and I was group 5. So I was like, okay, I'm already very close to the gate thing to enter, and it was like 3 people before me, the dude said, okay, now group 3 and 4, and I was like, oh, I will probably get kicked back because I'm group 5. But in the end I just went through there, and I think like 4 or 5 people after me, he said, okay, now everybody can enter the plane. Yeah, that was the first thing. And then the next thing that happened was that it said very specifically, the people with the row 17 till the end of the plane will enter the plane through the back, not through the front. I don't know, it feels like 90% of the people entered through the front, and so I was like entering through the back, and because people were like going to the back seats, it was of course like a collision always in the plane. People wanted to go back and I wanted to go to my seat. It was, it's just something like, I don't bother about it, but I think it's like, come on guys, everybody can read, or I hope. And so well, okay, so that was not even the worst thing. The worst things started out when everybody was in the plane sitting there and waiting. Because first of all, I noticed that people had to change their seats because there were so many infants, so very young children on the plane, and you are not allowed to have 2 infants sit in 1 row based on the oxygen if an emergency landing is happening. So people had to switch, and the stewardess always said, okay, just switch for right now. You can grab your baggage later when we are in the air already. However, they did not understand, so they wanted to move their gear, and the plane already started moving. Then that was the first one. The second one was that there was a lady who was not able to speak Swedish, English or German. So the problem with that was like she had to change her seat. She was sitting at the emergency exit, and I think like, I don't really know what the regulation for that is, but it feels like always you have to have a very muscular or like tough person sitting there who can open that thing in an emergency. And because she did not understand those languages, she was very confused and was just standing around in the middle of the plane, and the plane was going further to the starting ramp. And I was like, oh my God, what is going to happen? Because she then said like, I'm leaving the plane. She wanted to get off or something, but she did not say, but she was like moving somewhere, and it was chaotic. Okay, so the last thing on that plane, which was really the most funniest, was actually there was a dude sitting like 4 or 5 rows in front of me, and he just decided, we were very close to the starting ramp, he just decided to stand up, make some stretching, grabbed his luggage from up there, and then he just put it down, grabbed his pillow, some headphones, and during all that thing, like all the people in the plane that were seeing that were like, what is going on? And then you hear the stewardess through the microphone, please sit down, sir. So first in German, then in English. He did not notice anything, so the stewardess was more aggressive. Sit down, sir. And then at least it felt like he would be acting a bit quicker. And then the captain was speaking, and he just said, wait, what did he say? He said like, sit down now, because of stupid people like you we cannot start flying, or something like that. He was really, really pissed, and I was on just the whole time like smiling, because I know like what is going on in this flight. Yeah. And then in the end, something annoying. I would just describe it as I had a 360 degrees Dolby surround atmosphere of crying babies. Yeah, it was not nice. I wanted to get some rest, but yeah, you hear the scream behind the left ear, then in front of the left ear, then on the right side. It was annoying, but okay, well, it is what it is. Yes. So that was my plane flight, and in the end, yeah, 50 minutes of delay, because people just did not understand what to do, and also in the beginning all that gating thing what was weird. Okay, actually I want to go back. However, I don't know how much you can understand me when I'm walking in this direction, because we have a strong wind here. So I will just cover up with my back the microphone. Yeah, okay, so that was that the plane flight, yeah. And now the second thing that I want to talk about today is my Northvolt interview. I had a case study interview for Northvolt, and actually I had no idea what a case study interview is. So I was looking it up, and I found like a ton of videos and information on how to prepare for such things, and I was like, okay, that's good. However, the most of those preparations were, or not even the most, all of them were for a consulting position. And it was like, okay, root cause finding, and then you have to check like revenues or costs, what can you change. So it was all for consulting, and I was like, okay, am I going to do something like that? And then I could not find any information on such things for engineering positions. So I was actually like gambling. Okay, I will prepare myself on some physical formulas in electricity, and like batteries, how they are constructed, because I had no idea what's going to happen. And in the end, when I had the interview, it was really nice. So again, a good interview with Northvolt. The people seem very friendly. You don't feel like you are too serious to each other. And my study case interview for this position was, in the end, I had to, I would say it was like a certain logical, minimum mathematical thing where I had to, it was like an automation material process line. So you had like 3 different steps, like sorry, she gave me a PDF, and there was like a question, some information, and then yeah, like what you have to do now. So in the end, what it was about is like you have like a line of a battery production, for example, and you have 3 different steps. First you have like the material production, then an assembly, and in the end another step. And each step had a certain like time, 10, 15, 20 minutes to produce one product per the given time. And then you also had information on the working hours of the workers per day. And based on these informations, you first of all had to figure out where is the bottleneck, so what is going wrong with this kind of production, and second of all, what are your adjustments, so what would you change to maybe figure it out a bit more. There were also other questions, but there was some kind of error. Actually, I should have gotten the PDF, but I could not open it because the person I was talking to made a mistake, so that I had to log in with her information. So in the end she was just sharing her screen. But yeah, it was not too hard. I hope I made a good impression, and I'm also now not even too worried about the shift thing at Northvolt anymore, because I was talking to her and she said in the beginning you only have morning and evening shifts. So like the latest would be you are done at 10 p.m, which is totally fine. And yeah, so maybe this is an opportunity. Of course, I have a lot of time to think about this now, and I don't want to waste your time with just thinking right now about the whole process, but I will give you a result on this whole Northvolt thing in the next days, probably after Christmas. Yeah, but maybe I will get another email from them. Maybe I will also hopefully still get an email from Sanmina, because they have not sent me anything yet, unfortunately. And also I have got so many rejections yesterday and today. I'm not even lying. I think it's like 15 or 16 rejections. Also 2 rejections for the Volvo graduate programs. So that is actually very sad. But yeah, of course, like, you know, those graduate programs, 50 people in the whole world are able to do those. So of course it's a hard, tough competition. Yeah, okay. Well, as you can see, it's getting darker and darker and here are no lights. So it's time to say goodbye now, and I hope you have a wonderful day. So tomorrow I will be surprising my friends for their gathering. They will be on the Christmas market, and yeah, I am really interested how they will react, because we will talk about that tomorrow. But stay tuned. Have a good day. Bye bye.